Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and you may have seen some of the coverage that we've done on the OnePlus 7 Pro, but today we're actually going to get a chance to play around with the OnePlus 7. This is TK and this is XDATV, and we are here in London playing around with the OnePlus 7 from OnePlus. The first thing that'll stand out to you is obviously the finish that we have here. This is the mirror gray finish that we have. It's very reflective, it looks beautiful. We have the dual sensors sitting in the back, the 48 megapixel sensor that we saw with the OnePlus 7 Pro. It's been brought over here to the OnePlus 7. And of course we have a secondary sensor at 5 megapixels, a dual tone LED flash, the OnePlus logo sitting right there in the middle, and of course OnePlus's name at the bottom. The actual speaker system that we have here has also been upgraded from what we had in the OnePlus 7, well, OnePlus 6T, and that's because we have the upgraded grille at the top. That's a much bigger grille to support the stereo speakers that now is complemented by the bottom firing speaker on the top right. Now the one on the left is pretty much there for symmetry, and it will support the secondary microphone that we have here on this device, and of course the top one is mounted at the top. On the right side, you'll notice a small difference in what we had with the OnePlus 6T, and that the alert slider is ever so slightly smaller. It's still in the same spot, but much easier to be able to actually control, as we don't have to actually push too hard to kind of push it up and down. It's very nice. The power button is pretty much in the same spot as well. On the left side, we have the dual SIM tray supporting tray, as well as actual volume rocker, and of course one of the antenna bands. So switching over to the front, we're looking at the 6.41-inch display here. It's an OLED panel, and what we have here essentially is just the same form factor and the same really crisp display that we enjoyed on the OnePlus 6T. We have the built-in display, in-display fingerprint sensor that came to the OnePlus 7 Pro, so that's upgraded from last year's that was on the 6T, and it's much faster. And of course, we have the upgraded 16 megapixel sensor on the front, capable of going 1080p, and again, that speaker that's sitting at the top. Looking over the OS, this has been updated to the same version that we got with the OnePlus 7. So we are running Android 9.0. This model that I have with me has the 48 megapixel with the 5 megapixel sensor on the back, as I mentioned to you guys, 6.41-inch display, 8 gigs of RAM with 256 gigs of basically for the ROM, and of course the Snapdragon 855. Some of the software things that I really enjoyed on the OnePlus 7 Pro is the ability of using screen recording, Zen Mode, as well as the ability of using Fanatic Mode. So screen recording, as you may be aware, enables you to record not only the screen, the audio that comes from the system, but also external audio. You turn it on by clicking it from the notification panel, and then you can go into the settings tab, customize the resolution, the bitrate, the audio source, of course, video orientation, show touch operation. So whenever you're touching it, you can enable it. Go home, and then you can basically see the touch interface here, and it works just very nice, very smooth. And then you can move the actual notification here, and it actually does not get recorded as part of your video. That's really nice. Once you're done, hit stop, it'll give you the notification there. You can go directly into the gallery application, or if you go into the actual main gallery and you go into it, you have the ability of editing it directly within your basically just the gallery itself. You can trim it, you can go in there, add some filters to it, you can even add music. And you can prioritize either your audio and it just works absolutely fantastic. It's just really good to be able to record content straight on your device and share it right away in the right format. So the next thing, obviously, the launcher, it's definitely the same thing as we have on the OnePlus 7 Pro. And of course, the last but not least, which we talked about or we heard about, is the ability of actually having Zen Mode. Now, Zen Mode is a way for you to be able to actually take some time and relax. And if you're not serious about this, I'm telling you, do not go in there and do not turn this on, because you cannot turn it off for 20 minutes. So there's an instruction option here, enjoy it. There's an update in, we'll let that go through. But the short answer is it's a really nice mode. It's built into the 7 and the 7 Pro. So all of the new features that we talked about from the OnePlus 7 coming in here. We still have the gaming mode that's in there, reading mode, hotspot, Zen Mode, and of course night mode, and of course all the other connectivity that we have. The UI is very nice. The display options that we had before, we have the notch ability of hiding that right there. Ambient display is installed here, video enhancer, screen calibration, of course sleep, and of course we can turn on dark theme. A lot of us love this. It's great. It's really nice. And you can of course customize it with your own little accent color. By default it's blue. I like to turn it into a little bit more of a teal color. It just makes it more unique. It's really nice, and of course saves you battery from using it. The OnePlus 7 will be announced, well, it was announced, and it will definitely be available very soon in June, alongside the OnePlus 7 Pro, the almond color that I'm really a big fan of. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the OnePlus 7? Do you think this was a good upgrade from, let's say, the 3T, the OnePlus 5, 5T, as this is offering us a lot of the really cool things from the OnePlus 7 Pro at a much more affordable price? Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.